Is that a yes face? No face?
Dear Kinsley, where do I even begin? As of me writing this, you are 2 days late to your birth. Let's hope this isn't setting a standard though, or else it'll show you take after your mom. I can't wait to meet you, and by the time I read this to you, I obviously already will have. You're such a miracle, and I'm so excited to be your dad. So for this video, there's a few things I want to tell you about this crazy thing called life. One, life is scary. It's tough and it's hard, but the trade-off of life is also very awesome. Like, you literally are a living and breathing human being with a heart, brain, creativity, intuition, and more. How awesome and rad is that? Don't just zip right through, but take time to make moments. And this one your dad is trying to learn, but don't forget to put your phone away sometimes either. A screen isn't real life, people are. Create relationships. Love someone radically in an unconventional way, because people are neighbors to be loved, not commodities to be used. Another thing is, no matter what happens, I'll always be there for you, I promise. I'll be there when you take your first step. I'll be there when you ride your first bike. I'll be there when your first boyfriend breaks up with you and you think the world is going to end. I'll be there even if you get to a point where you want nothing to do with your mom and I for a season. I hope that's never the case, but even if it is, I'll be here with open arms. Also, don't be afraid to create stuff. Don't lose your child's sense of mystery and wonder. One of my favorite quotes, Kinsley, is, "An adult is just a child who survived." The people who change the world are people who aren't afraid to dream, to wonder, to imagine, so fight as hard as you possibly can to keep that. People will try your whole life to get it out of you so that they won't feel as bad for not dreaming themselves, but don't do it. Fight the resistance and be willing to dare and dream no matter what it costs you. There's only one you on this planet, Kinsley, so no need to spend all your time trying to be someone else. Also, don't be afraid to do what you want to do in life. I don't know what the world will look like when you're entering adulthood, but don't let anyone tell you you can't do something because you're a woman. If you want to be a pilot, then you be a pilot. If you want to be a lawyer, then you be a lawyer. If you want to be an artist or a chef or engineer, then you do that. If you want to be a YouTuber, or I guess by then it'll probably be a hologrammer or something, then you do that too. If you want to stay at home and raise kids and create a beautiful legacy for your future generations, then you do that. And if you want to preach and teach or write like mommy and daddy do, then you do that. We'll be right here backing you up the whole time. Also, I want you to know you're beautiful. You don't need to dance or perform or act for my attention or approval. You already have it. And that's only a shadow of God in Jesus, who is relentlessly running after us with open arms. This one took Daddy a long time to figure out, but you don't need to live and do things in order to get his love, but rather you will truly live if you realize he already loves you. And best of all, know that I'm just a frail and messed up reflection of our God in Jesus, who is pursuing you and knows you deeply. Life is weird sometimes, and things start whispering for your allegiance from a very young age. Boys, alcohol, body image, performance, academics, whatever it is, it'll start calling and asks for your all. But don't listen to the lie. We weren't created to love and worship those things. They were counterfeits. We were created to worship the one in whose image we were formed, Kinsley. Jesus is unique and different than those other things, not because he asks for our all, but because he's the only thing that gave us his all first. And lastly, Kinsley, no matter what, like I said, don't ever, ever, ever let anyone steal your sense of wonder. Love, Dad.